they're getting bolder and bolder. Oh my goodness. So I just came back from watching this Tommy Tuberville interview on CNN. You know, the guy who referred to black Americans who were descendants of slaves as criminals. That's correct. He said that they wanted to give black Americans white people's money to the criminals. And this was in reference to reparations.
They want reparation because they think the people that do the crime are owed that. They are not owed that.
Unfortunately, this was also at a Donald Trump rally. This is another thing that why I don't think Donald Trump is going to be looking to the black vote anytime soon, because he lost a significant amount of the white male vote, okay, with trying to talk to black people, inviting black people to the White House and whatnot. That really rubbed a lot of white ignorance, okay, the wrong way in this country. Unfortunately, and a lot of the white ignorance, especially in the Republican Party, that is his base. It's a bunch of low IQ individuals who have a very, stereotypical media brainwashed perspective of the world, and especially black Americans. Nevertheless, I've warned you all of this, and I warned you guys in the last video in regards to 5 years. 5 years black people have until we are politically extinct. And the way things are wrapping up, that's what it seems to be the case. I don't know if you guys have happened to notice this, but I have. Maybe I'm just a little more hypersensitive than others, but it is what it is. But when it comes to many of the podcasts, many of the big podcasts that are getting numbers, huge numbers, they're very much right-leaning, very much anti-black, very much putting out propaganda. Look on social media, especially on Twitter. They've become so deceptive, so manipulative, so hateful that they're using old footage of events that transpired with black people and putting a new context on it. They're putting new captions on it. And like I said, you can do that with a low IQ ignorant base, which is what the majority of the Republican Party is comprised of. And they put that out there and they get retweeted by bigger and bigger, channels and people. And you get this anti-black narrative. And then you combine that, right, with the blackface, the digital blackface of white people or non-black people creating black profiles and then reinforcing the already hateful rhetoric that's out there. But you can, once again, lie to a low IQ ignorant base. You can look at a lot of the media. Before, you would have a lot of the Democrats pushing back on this, saying, hey, this is vile, this is disgusting, blah, blah, blah. I'm not seeing that. In many cases, I'm seeing them maybe reporting on it, but I'm not seeing that same fervor that they had, years back, where it's like, hey, this is the party, this is disgusting, this is horrible, this is why the country can't grow, yada, yada, yada. It seems that fervor has been transitioned to the LGBT. That's what it seems. It seems that, okay, we already gave you all years. Now it's time for us to transition our energy to the alphabet and to the trans community. That's based off of just, a cursory glance at the political atmosphere as of right now. That's what it seems to be. Nevertheless, getting into this video, Tuberville he comes out and says it, right? He speaks the quiet part out loud, and he talks about white nationalists. He says, hey, white nationalists, I see them as Americans.
Do you believe they should allow white nationalists in the military?
Well, they call them that. I call them Americans.
And I don't know. What more do you need? This is the Republican Party. This is what it is, okay? And I would argue 90% of the Republican Party agrees with this, 100%. And now the funny part is what he tries to do is says, well, if that's what you want to call it, if you want to call, white nationalists racist, are there some white nationalists that are racist? If that's the case, that's bad. I don't agree with that. He keeps on repeating this canned line about racism. I don't agree with any racism, okay? But when it comes to white nationalists, if some of them are racist, then that's bad. I don't agree with them. But some of them just have different opinions, okay? Some of them are Americans.
I'm totally against any type of racism. I'm totally against anything to do with racism because I am 110% against racism.
Sure, Jan.
I want you to just, oh my God, this interview is just, it is the chef's kiss of the Republican Party, of the white ignorance that we have to deal with in this country. White liberals are way smarter, way more intelligent than to do what Tommy Tuberville did, okay? way more intelligent with their deception, mind you. But this man came out and he pulled the Dennis Prager. That's literally what he did, but with white nationalists. Dennis Prager did it with plantation owners. You remember when Dennis Prager was like, hey, there were some good plantation owners that were very kind and benevolent, and there were also some bad plantation owners.
There were undoubtedly many nice slaveholders in the South.
I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. I just want someone to speak as boldly and just as flippant as they are in regards to any Black American history as they do with Jewish history. I want someone to come out and say, hey, there were good Nazis and there were bad Nazis, okay? I want them to be that bold. I guarantee it won't happen. I guarantee you'll have the ADL on them like that. Like that. You'll have everyone denounce them. You'll have the Republicans, everyone on the Republican side, you know how much they love Israel. They'll all denounce, oh, this is anti-Semitic, blah, blah, blah. The same thing they did with Ilhan Omar. She said nothing that was anti-Semitic. She said, get the Benjamins, Benjamins are, it's all about the Benjamins. And when it comes to politics, she's absolutely correct. What she did, right, was really expose the cuckery within the Republican Party for Israel. They're more concerned about Israel than they are with the American people. Nevertheless, he then goes on to say and conflates all white people, or no, he says most white people. If you're going to say, if we're going to get rid of most white people in the military, then, we can't have that.
You said a white nationalist is an American.
It is identity politics.
You said a white nationalist is an American, but a white nationalist is someone who believes horrific things. Do you really think that's someone who should be serving in the military?
Well, that's just a name that has been given. I mean,
it's not. It's a real definition. There's real concerns about extremism.
So if you're going to do away with most white people in this country out of the military, we got huge problems.
So if you're going to
do away with most white people in this country out of the military, we got huge problems. Most white people in this country.
I'm just like, wait, he just conflated white nationalists with most white people. I didn't say it. He said it. This is a United States senator. He said that. He conflated most white people with white nationalists. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing more to say to that. Okay? I mean, what more do you need? The writing is on the wall. And if we do not get good at this political game, as I said, we are going to be a thing of the past. That's what they are looking to do. That has always been their plan. They don't have a problem importing people to take our place. They don't have a problem as far as transitioning the power to someone else. If they can't have the power, right, because they want to create a narrative about themselves, then fine. They don't have a problem passing it to so-and-so who they control. That's what you have to understand. That's where the hustle of representation comes in. It's like, hey, I'm not even the police chief. Hey, I'm not even the majority of the police officers. Hey, I'm not even the senator. I'm not the mayor. I'm not this. But then they give it to some step and fetch it mofo who's tap dancing for them. We got to get good at this. If we do not, it's going to be pain. That's what it's going to be. Mark my words. You let Trump or you let a Charlie Kirk or a Candace Owens or one of their other puppets, you let them galvanize these people to the extent that they did on January 6th. You gaslight them enough into making them believe Black people, Black Americans are the ones that are trying to get you. They're trying to attack you. They're bad, right? You turn Black Americans into the boogeyman. These low IQ simpletons, okay, these dolts will do a January 6th. I'm telling you, that's what they will do. Now, will it? I don't think it will go the same way January 6th did, because I think that many of them will get, it won't go the same way. That's what I will say. But that is what they are capable of. What does the scripture say? Kill, steal, and destroy. That's what these individuals are capable of. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, Lucas, why y'all have to make it about race, okay? We're all in this together, okay? The white nationalists are in this together. The KKK is in this together. We're all Americans at the end of the day, okay? We just have different degrees of opinions. or if you can't believe, I love when they say that, right? Oh, so this person's a Sambo because they have a different opinion? No, it depends on what their opinion is, right? Oh, this person's a racist just because they have a different opinion? I love that hustle. You try and do that with the Jewish community and see how quick they check you. You try and do that with the Asian community. See how quick they check you. But no, when it comes to anything regarding black Americans, then they want to make us the bad guy. They want to make us the bad guy for filtering and protecting our culture, our heritage, and our people. We're the bad guy then when we do that. Demonic, bruh. Demonic. Just absolute wickedness. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you're more than welcome to call in during disagreement days, which is typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Either or. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, guys, be amazing.
So if you're going to do away with most white people in this country out of the military, we got huge problems.